because I was getting older, around 19, and I've seen like loads of players that I've played with around my age, like on TV and stuff and everything. I've played with this player, I've played with that player, so if they can do it, why can't I? Clearly, they've just put in the work where I haven't been working as hard. So if I work as hard as they've been working, then maybe I'll get the same opportunities.
Hi, AKEEL. Thank you for sparing time to speak to me, because I know it's a massive week for yourself. Not only that, it's been a massive 2 years for yourself. In 2019, you were playing for our academy in Farsley's under-23s. This week, you're preparing to face Celtic in the third round of the Scottish Cup with your current club, Falkirk, who are currently top of Scottish League One. 2 goals and 3 assists for yourself so far this season, and still only 22. Can you explain why you yourself believe you've achieved such success recently?
Because of my mentality, really, I think, because I think it could have been easy for me to just give up. You know, before I went into Farsley, I didn't have a club. After I left Accrington, I could have just given up and said, "Oh, I'm done with football," as so many other people do. But I just decided to stick at it. Lou and Rossi just called me in for Farsley 23s to keep me ticking over, and then once I kept ticking over and I got the opportunity, I was just ready for it. So yeah.
Mention the Celtic game next, and you yourself appear in great form. An assist in the last round victory against Arbroath, an assist in your most recent match in the league in the 1-0 draw against Dumbarton. In order to maintain those high performance levels, can you give us an insight into your preparation this week, what you've been doing day to day, and maybe has it differed this week to your normal week because of the opponent, maybe even if unintentionally?
No, I think it's important to just keep going about it as I have been. Don't change anything. Obviously, Celtic are a great side, and we're the underdogs in it, really. So, like, it's a free hit in a way because no one's expecting us to go in and win the game. So, I think it's important that we just keep doing the things we've been doing, and yeah, just treat it as another game.
What do you credit your personal performances, and as we mentioned, Falkirk's performances in the league being so successful? What do you credit that to?
Just hard work, really. Just got to keep working day in, day out. The gaffers at Falkirk believe in me, so it's good that they believe in me. If they've got faith in me, then obviously I'm going to believe in myself to do what I know I'm capable of doing.
You made an immediate impact for Falkirk, scoring the opening goal on your league debut in the 3-1 victory over Montrose. Sum up how that felt for you after the move.
It was a relief, really, because I was in pre-season with them. And then when I got signed in pre-season, I think I played about 3 games. I was playing well, but I didn't manage to score. So then when I found out I was in a starting lineup for the first league game, I was buzzing. And then I had a chance earlier in that game, and I just messed it all up. So then when I got my next chance, I knew I had to take it. But yeah, just had to keep going, really.
And again, do you credit that to your mentality? You've not scored, you've just missed a chance. How did you then put that second one away? What do you put that down to?
You just got to keep going, really. Like, just football, life, everything. Just keep going, really. So if something don't happen the first time, just keep trying. Yeah, just got to keep going.
Just finally on your Falkirk, your current experience there. You're an unused sub against Rangers, but watching that game, and from that game, what's your personal opinion on the champions?
Oh, they're very good. They're very, very good. When they lose the ball, they all work hard together. They press as a unit, win it back quick. Yeah, very good. And obviously, they're good to watch attacking-wise as well. But yeah, they just seem very good, organised, can play well.
So do you sit and watch those games? And obviously, you've took this journey now from Farsley to Falkirk, but obviously that you want to progress there. So are you just constantly learning from teams and players like that?
Yeah, teams like that and players like that. Even in the Rangers game, strikers like Jermaine Defoe were playing. I just watched like little movements like he does, like because he's played in the Premier League, obviously, for England. So just like players at the top I can try and learn from. Even in my current squad, Connor Salmon played in the championship for Derby, and that's all. I try and learn from him and take advice from all the top players that are around me and that I can learn from. Yeah.
So what you're saying is, just it's important not to kind of rely on your laurels now. You're at Falkirk, you're playing well, but there's still you're only 22. There's still a long journey to go.
Yeah, there's always room to improve. You can always get better, no matter who you are. Even like Messi and Ronaldo, they work hard every day, day in, day out, and I'm nowhere near that level. So I can always improve, and I'm always trying to improve, like little percentages, even like little stuff like going to sleep at the right time, just small things to try and improve.
So we mentioned 2019, you were playing for Farsley's under 23s. Sum up what you learned from that experience.
What I learned from it was just like playing time. I think I learned more after the 23s, like going into the first team, because it's non-league football. Obviously, before that, I was playing mostly academy football. So going from the 23s to the first team is like, it's more physical. It's like you've got to be more clever about things like buying fouls, just like little small things. So even though Farsley's 23s were good, I think I learned more being in around the first team, because like just more physical, like more experienced players from the league that have dropped down. So yeah.
So given the opportunity to step up to the first team, and you mentioned the match experience, is that vital? Is that the main thing that you think that you learn from?
Yeah, obviously training, that's all good, but there's nothing like a game like match sharpness and stuff like that. And because there's been players from the football league that have dropped down into like Farsley's league, it's good to play against them players because they've done it before, so they know what they're doing. They're all experienced, so it's good that I got that bit of experience before I went to Scotland.
So in the under 23s, you worked with Neil Ross. Sum up how that was working under him.
Good, like because I'd been like a high academy level before, like Huddersfield and Rotherham, and I'd previously been at Accrington. He knew I was more than good enough to push on, so it like helped me push on. It wasn't like he was trying to keep me at Farsley's 23s, he was always trying to help me push on and get to the next level. So he'd always give me advice, and he wanted me to be a leader around the other lads who maybe hadn't been to the places I've been before. So it was good. I like it. It helped me.
So in the under 23s with Neil, do you think he definitely contributed to you then stepping up to the first team?
Oh yeah, 100%. Neil and Lutal Jones, both of them. They both talked about massively.
Just being supportive of yourself and believing in yourself, like you say, you've appreciated throughout your whole career, even now at Falkirk as well.
Yeah, like the support and the advice, mainly just the advice, like little things I could do well that people don't really see. So yeah.
So then you stepped up into the first team, and you scored on your second appearance for the first team. Similar to Neil Ross, how was it working under Adam Lakeland?
It was good. Good. Yeah, very good. I'm glad that he gave me a chance, because some of the other lads around my age wasn't really playing. They'd send them out on loan and stuff. So it's good that he kept me in and around the first team instead of sending me out on loan, so I could learn from other experienced players like Jimmy Spencer, who had also been in the league, I believe. So yeah.
Yeah, you were only young at that time, I believe, still a teenager, but you scored on your second appearance. Why do you think you made the step up to the first team so easily?
Just confidence with it. I believe in what I can do. Like when I'm playing, no matter who I'm playing against, I believe I'm good enough to go take on a player or score a goal. Just the self-belief, really.
And I know, speaking with Neil Ross, he preaches that a lot. Is that some advice that you would give to our current academy players now, that you've got to have that belief in yourself? You can't rely on maybe your coach. It's got to come from within.
Yeah, 100%, because no one's really going to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. Like, you've got to exuberate confidence. So yeah, just be confident even when you're having a bad day. Keep your head up, keep working hard, and then once you put in the hard work, the talent will show, and once that shows, just constantly believe in yourself.
Just briefly on your time at Farsley, it was the following summer after your time with Farsley in 2020 that you earned your trial. Can you explain to me how that trial came about?
My agent got me it, and then I went. In fact, my agent got me a trial at Livingston 23s. Yeah, he got me a trial at Livingston 23s, and then I played in a game for them, and then I scored a hat trick in that game. And then, but I don't think that the first team manager or anything was there. So I don't know why, but Livingston didn't offer me anything. And then on my way back to Leeds from Scotland, I got a phone call saying, Falkirk, I'll have you in and have a look at you because I've heard what you've done against Livingston. And then, yeah, I went in for a week, done well. And then they sat me down and said, we'll offer you something. But then we got put into lockdown, so I couldn't sign it straight away.
So just on your feelings for then after that Livingston game, obviously Falkirk have seen that. No one at Livingston has seen that. In football, does it sometimes come down to chances like that and maybe, like you say, missed chances? If Falkirk hadn't seen that, then you'd have gone back to Leeds, and despite scoring a hat trick, nothing comes from the Livingston trial.
Yeah, you just got to keep your head up though. That's just football, innit? So, football's a game of opinion. So one person might not like it, but somebody else might. But as long as you believe in yourself, eventually that person who believes in you will come along and sign you up. So you just got to keep going.
We mentioned that you are only 22, and that chance has now come, and you're taking it perfectly. But it's not always been a linear path to your current success at Falkirk. You signed your first professional contract at Rotherham on a short-term deal. Your contract was allowed to run out, but you were picked up by Accrington Stanley, again on a short-term deal. And then you moved to Guiseley in the National League. You were still only 18 at the time, but why do you feel neither of the Rotherham or Accrington transfers didn't work out?
Because at Rotherham, I did the second part of my scholarship there. And it was very good. Like, we come second, I think. When I went there, it was 7th in the league, and we ended up finishing second. Like, I had a good scholar at Rotherham, and then I've made a step up with training with the first team every day. But like, the first team squad's like very good, so I was just training every day, and obviously not getting a sniff of being on the bench or anything. Obviously, I was still a young lad, like 17, 18, so I didn't really expect. But I think, like, obviously as a teenager, you always want to be playing. So as I was going into training every day and not playing, I got a bit like disheartened, and then I had to really. It took me a while to understand that early in my career, I'm not going to play every game. I need to get better and improve and do the little things right, as I said before, like sleeping. And then at Accrington, I got a chance there. I was on the bench a lot, but they won the league that season as well, so they definitely didn't make any changes. So like, very rarely used any subs, and I couldn't really complain because they went on and won the league, so whatever they was doing was working. I think Rotherham won the league that season as well, so I was never going to get a sniff to two very good squads.
So similar to your chances at Accrington, you maybe didn't get enough chances, like you say. The Livingston one, you took your chance, but no one's seen it. When you signed for Accrington, your manager at the time, John Coleman, described it as an opportunity for you. Us at Farsley Academy have recently had a couple of players in similar opportunities on trials. One is currently still at Barnsley. So, although unsuccessful for yourself, did these opportunities at Rotherham, Accrington, Livingston contribute to you achieving your transfer to Falkirk, where you're now regularly scoring or assisting?
Yeah, because when you're going into these places, you're around professional players and professional managers, so you're seeing what it takes to be at that level. That you just get more and more used to it and start copying like habits or good habits.
You mentioned at Accrington that you weren't getting the chances, and you maybe were a bit disheartened because you weren't playing, but you were still young. Now you have admitted that you've learned from that, and you've just got to keep going, whether your chance is successful or not. When was the turning point? When do you feel like that kind of clicked and you really started thinking, I am good enough? It's just a matter of time.
I reckon that Farsley U23, like playing every week, and then when I got the call up to the first team, because I was getting older, on 19, and I've seen like loads of players that I've played with around my age, like whether it's under 16s or youth team or under 23s. I've seen loads of players at my age on TV and stuff, and I'm thinking, wait, I've played with this player, I've played with that player, so if they can do it, why can't I? Clearly, they've just put in the work where I haven't been working as hard. So if I work as hard as they've been working, then maybe I'll get the same opportunities.
So just finally, what advice would you give to our academy players from how you have overcome setbacks in your career?
Just keep working and training hard. If you know you're talented enough, just always believe in yourself and just put yourself out there to try to get opportunities. And when the opportunity comes, just try your best to take it.